The Shot is a Showtime criminal drama series that was created by Lena Waithe. The story is centered on a cast of characters whose lives are linked by violence and is set in the South Side of Chicago, Illinois. Since its 2018 debut, the series has continuously told a nuanced, multi-layered narrative. In the fourth episode of Season 6, titled Rube, Douda learns that killing Q will have long-term repercussions. Working closely with the men in the neighborhood, Victor begins putting his post-election plans into action. Meanwhile, Keisha and Emmett start to show signs of stress from their hectic lives, and Kevin invites Kenya to his social group. Here's everything you might want to know about the ending of The Chi Season 6 Episode 4. Spoilers ahead. The first scene of the episode shows Douda and Bianca having sex in the former's washroom. Bianca notices someone outside abruptly and tells Douda. They find out who it is as he opens the restroom door. It's none other than Rosalind, who tells Douda they need to talk. In the end, she confesses that Q is an FBI informant. Although it appears that the federal agency won't pursue Douda, if they learn that he killed their informant, it will undoubtedly lead to his demise. Although Douda has a great deal of influence in his neighborhood, the ocean is home to larger and more hazardous fish. Rashad, Emmett, and Victor enjoy a spur-of-the-moment get-together. It includes marijuana, though Victor doesn't use any now that he works for the government. The three expresses their hopes and anxieties, but they still show hesitation. Victor had previously made the decision that he would use male mental health as his socio-political platform, and he gets things started in that direction by inviting his friends and others to a conversation that is akin to group therapy. When Emmett learns that Darnell stole the gun, his frenzied quest for it is put to an end. He is a little offended that his father feels the need to speak up on his behalf against Douda. However, he probably feels grateful to his father for intervening on behalf of the other part of him, the one that is silent and afraid. Victor's session allows guys from all backgrounds and situations to express their problems, making the project a success. Later, Rashad and his girlfriend are invited to supper at Darnell and Jada's house. The arrival of Marcus and Tiara as well surprises the other guests. The majority of people are unaware of Rashad and Tiara's former liaison, and it appears that they prefer to keep it that way. Kevin decides to introduce Kenya to his buddies after spending an increasing amount of time together. Unfortunately, things don't work out the way he had intended, and Kenya starts to resent some of the group's girls on both sides. Jake's t-shirt business succeeds as a result of a rapper wearing one of his designs while filming a music video. Gemma has trouble getting Line started in her profession, particularly after her father issues a threat that if she doesn't achieve success by the time she graduates from high school, she'll have to enroll in college. Rob and Tiffany learn that the path to their goals is difficult. They learn how to build up a pot farm inside their home from Cairo, the eccentric marijuana connoisseur they met in the last episode. The couple in Cairo visit Victor after realizing they require government approval, but Victor ultimately declines them. Rob queries Victor about the passing of his uncle after everyone else has left. When Q, her brother and Rob's uncle were killed in the last episode, Rob's mother made a pledge to give Rob the money he desired in exchange. Rob has brought up the subject because of Victor's criminal past and the fact that he is now a counselor. Thus, it is very clear that he is unaware that Victor grudgingly assisted Douda in disposing of the body. This puts Victor under even more pressure. Rosalind spoke with him earlier in this episode about the same topic, but unlike Rob, she is fully aware of what happened and instructed Victor to keep quiet. Rashad's life was damaged by the bad decisions he made as a young person, just like the lives of many other characters in this show. He was imprisoned for years, and ever since his release, he has had difficulty landing a work. He receives a large payment from Douda in this episode for fixing a stolen car. However, Rashad is understandably alarmed and departs when Douda offers a more permanent position in his company. He is fully aware that committing crimes always results in either death or confinement, neither of which he wants to experience. However, he still feels the urge, especially because he is unable to secure employment. Douda has suddenly developed paranoia as a result of realizing that the FBI is keeping an eye on his business, ordering his personnel to locate locations to conceal his cash, guns, and goods. Rashad is asked to conceal a bag of firearms by members of Douda's team, but they are unsuccessful because Rashad ultimately owes nothing to Douda. Emmett, however, finds that to be the case and is forced to conceal a bag that is completely loaded with cash. The local pastor and Papa's father is Stanley. He was once compelled to permit Douda to use his church as a means of money laundering which resulted in his detention. Dota, though, is enraged by Stanley's denial. During his sermon, Stanley fiercely discusses Dota in this episode, emphasizing the negative consequences he and others, like him, have had on the neighborhood. Dota is now much more enraged by this, and it is logical to presume that he plans to kill Stanley.